You told us earlier that the distance across this mountain is some 800 miles. You are no celestial engineers under the command of the great You, conqueror of the flood. How could you blast open mountains and build roads? If you want my master to get across the ridge, it's up to us again to exert ourselves. None of you can do something like this. As he dismounted, Tripitaka said, Wukong, how are you going to exert yourself? If you want to cross this mountain in the twinkling of an eye, said Pilgrim, smiling. That's difficult. If you want to build another road, that's difficult too. We have to push through, using the old alley, but right now, I fear that no one will take care of our meals. Don't talk like that, elder, said Old Li. No matter how long you four are delayed here, we can support you. How could you say that no one would take care of your meals? In that case, said Pilgrim, go and prepare 2 picles of dried rice, and make some steamed buns and breads also. Let that priest of ours with a long snout eat to his fill. He'll then change into a huge hog to shovel out the old road. Our master will ride the horse and we'll accompany him. We'll get across. On hearing this, 8 Rules said, Elder brother, all of you want to be clean. How could you ask Old Hog alone to become stinky? Wunung, said Tripitaka. If you truly have the ability to shovel out the alley and lead me across the mountain, I'll have it recorded that you are ranked first in merit on this occasion. With a laugh, 8 Rules said, Master, you and the rest of our venerable patrons here should not tease me. I, Old Hog, after all, am capable of 36 kinds of transformation. If you want me to change into something delicate, elegant, and agile, I simply can't do it. But if it's a mountain, a tree, a boulder, an earth mound, a scabby elephant, a grated hog, a water buffalo, or a camel, I can change into all these things. The only thing is that if I change into something big, my appetite is going to be even bigger. I must be satisfactorily fed before I can work. We have the stuff. We have the stuff, cried the people. We have all brought along dried goods, fruits, baked biscuits, and assorted pastries. We were planning to present them to you after you had crossed the mountain. We'll take them out now for you to enjoy. When you have assumed your transformation and begun your work, we'll send people back to the village to prepare more rice for you. Filled with delight, 8 Rules took off his black cloth shirt and dropped his 9-pronged rake. Don't tease me, he said to the people. Watch Old Hog achieve this stinky merit. Dear idiot. Making the magic sign with his fingers, he shook his body once and changed indeed into a huge hog. Truly he had a long snout and short hair, all rather plump. He fed on herbs of the mountain since his youth. A black face with round eyes like the sun and moon. A round head with huge ears like plantain leaves. His bones were made lasting as heaven's age. Tougher than iron was his thick skin refined. In deep nasal tones he made his oink oink cry. What guttural grunts when he puffed and huffed. 4 white hoofs standing 1,000 feet tall. Sword-like bristles topped 100-yard frame. Mankind had long seen fatted pigs and swine. But never till today this old hog elf. The Tang monk and the people all gave praise. At such high magic power they were amazed. When Pilgrim Sun saw this transformation of 8 Rules, he ordered those people who accompanied them to put their dried goods into a huge pile so that 8 Rules could enjoy the foodstuff. Without regard for whether it was cooked or raw, 8 Rules went forward and gulped down all of it. Then he proceeded to shovel out a path. Pilgrim asked Shamunk to take off his shoes and to pull the luggage with care. He told his master to sit firmly on the carved saddle, while he himself also took off his boots. Then he gave this instruction to the people. If you are grateful, go and prepare some rice quickly for my brother's sustenance. Over half of those 700 people who accompanied the pilgrims to send them off came along with horses and mules. They, therefore, dashed back to the village like shooting stars to prepare the rice. The rest of the people, some 300 of them, had come on foot, and these stood below the mountain and watched the pilgrims depart. The distance between the village and the mountain, you see, was some 30 miles. By the time the people went back to the village and returned with the rice, master and disciples were almost 100 miles away. Not willing to let them go, however, the people urged their horses and mules into the alley and spent the night traveling. Only by morning did they succeed in catching up with the pilgrims, holy fathers who are going to acquire scriptures. They cried, "Please slow down. Please slow down. We are bringing you rice." On hearing these words, the elder was filled with gratitude. Truly, they are kind and faithful people, he said. Then he asked 8 rules to stop so that he could take some rice for strength. Our idiot had been shoveling for one whole day and night, and he was beginning to feel keenly his hunger. Though there were more than 7 or 8 picles of rice brought by those people, he gulped it all down, regardless of whether it was rice or other types of grain. After a hearty meal, he proceeded again to shovel out the road. Tripitaka, pilgrim, and Shamunk thanked the people and took leave of them. So it is that the Twolwo villagers returned to their homes. While 8 rules opens up a mountain path, divine might upholds devout Tripitaka. Wukong shows magic and the demon fails. And Ian's pulp persimmons this day are cleansed. Henceforth the 7 extremes alley is unclogged. 6 forms of desires having all been purged. In peace, unhindered, they'll bow to lotus seats. We do not know how great a distance they still must travel or what sort of fiends they may encounter. Let's listen to the explanation in the next chapter.